We keep hearing about the rising of medical inflation, and why is healthcare getting more and more expensive in Malaysia?
Yeah, there are actually two parts to it. Number one is technological advancement. With better technology, we have better treatment options today. And sometimes these more advanced treatment are not cheaper. And second part, there's a lack of policy that governs and manage the hospital supplies and costs of things. So to give you an example, right? Sometimes a total medical bill, 70% can be made up of supplies, lab tests, all these kind of different things.
The 70% medical cost going up, there is no surprise that we know insurance premiums are rising too. So what can Malaysians do to manage all this?
There are three things that you can do actually. Firstly, don't chase for the highest limit insurance product, although it sounds good, but it's kind of like if you buy a BMW, you pay more. Yeah, you buy a cheaper car, you pay less, right? So it's all about affordability. Secondly, you should be a responsible policyholder, which means that don't think that just because you have insurance, you can simply claim. Suka-suka, just go and claim, right? Yeah. So claim only when it's necessary, because ultimately all this leads up to the increase of cost and your premium. Thirdly is to explore co-payment options. So what does it mean by that? All insurance companies in the market will provide a co-payment option, which means that you can pay part of the cost of the hospitalization bill. And with that, it's usually relatively cheaper.
Okay. Is the government doing anything about it?
Yes, but it requires a whole nation approach. So currently, PMX is actually exploring together with Ministry of Health to implement different measures to make healthcare more sustainable and affordable in future, such as the use of generic medicine to make it more affordable, and new payment models such as diagnosis-related group, DRG. And hopefully with all these new measures, it can contribute to a more affordable and sustainable healthcare future for Malaysia.
So this sounds like we need to take quite some time to take effect.
Yeah, actually, when it comes to systematic change, it's always going to take a rather long time. But don't worry, actually, government is also doing something to manage the current short term. So there are multiple interim measures that are implemented. For example, one very popular one, Bank Negara currently has put a cap on the increase of insurance premium to only 10% a year. Although it was supposed to increase by 30%, but now it's capped at 10% per year for the next 3 years. And this will help at least 80% of the policyholders in Malaysia.
This sounds really complicated.
Well, it is complicated because it really involves everyone in the industry. Now, Bank Negara, government, private hospitals, insurance company, even medicine company, and also consumer association. All stakeholders have to work together to manage these problems so that Malaysia can have a more affordable healthcare in the future.